All right, just got my first South Dakota perch, so I figured I'd start videotaping now. I actually caught something. Been quite the skunkola for the weekend over in Minnesota. There's my little jig. There's my little hole. I just 14 foot of water, fairly close to shore, kind of by this point here coming out. And let's drop down and see if I can get some more action. Sure looks like it. Right there, got a mark right below me already. Moving up. All right. So this is just an unnamed slough I found on the GPS on my simply on my regular GPS on my phone. Just started looking for lakes or sloughs that had a road that went by them. This one had a road that went down to it. It ended up being a snowed over road. I had to do some four-wheeling to get here, you know, over the drifts and such. And then when I got down here, right behind me, for like 5 minutes behind me before I even got unloaded, was a dude with a tracked four-wheeler. I said, "Hey, so you've been here before?" He said, "Yeah, but I haven't been here this year." But I said, "Well, what fish are in here? You know, it's the first time I've even seen this place." He said, "Well, there's some perch in here." And he offered me a little tow out, but I'm like, yeah, I gotta stay close enough to the truck so I can go out and get the shack if I find something. And here we are, hoping to get my first South Dakota perch on video. I can see they're down there on bottom. I need to bring it up a little bit, see if they'll come up. There, they're coming up to it. Yeah, let it set. Jiggle, jiggle. Hopefully you can see it in the depth finder as well as I can. Right there. Might have to go with a little bit smaller lure than this big old spoon. I figured a spoon would be good finder lure. Because perch, they always come in and look. They might not always bite, but they'll move in and look if they're anywhere nearby. You drop something down, they'll come look. This is their weather. They're good cold water fish. All right, I'm gonna move. Not move, but change to my littler jig. Cause they're down there. Oh my gosh. See that on there? I'm on a flat out school of them. Yeah, there's a school down there. Better make the mark on the depth finder too. Create my waypoint. Right, down we go with the smaller spoon. My little favorite jig, actually. The little glow-in-the-dark jig is lighter, so it don't drop near as fast, but they'll most likely hit this a lot quicker. Look at that, there they're coming up to it already. It's not even hit bottom. Oh yeah. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of small ones. The last one though is probably a good 10-inch perch. The first one I got, I guess. First and last so far. Hopefully I get more. Alright. Instant marks. Ooh, where's there go? Oh, just missed him, just missed him. This is some action now. The bottom of the depth finder is just lit up. It's crazy. This has to be a giant school down there. I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared about getting the depth finder, the aqua view down there. I don't want to spook them off, but I really want to see them. Ooh, there we go. Got him, fish on. Got the minnow, so they're a little bit bigger with the minnow. Well, he ain't quite no keeper size, even for small side of things. Sucker. There we go. Well, let's see if the minnow will catch one more. It's kind of rough. Well, I think with this spot too, I'm pretty lucky to get in here. If it was much snowier, there's no way in hell I'd make it down that road. That drift I had to go through to get here as it was pretty nasty. But for perch like this, I might as well get out of the truck and shovel away through it. It's pretty good perch fishing now. Been over in Minnesota for 3 days, didn't catch a single big one at all. And these ain't jumbos, but I got some dinner at least. There we go, fish on, that quick. Oh my God. Oh, ooh. Nothing big, but there's big ones down there, I know it. Weed through these little ones. I'm gonna throw him over here in this hole. And I got my pike rod over there too, right here. Set up a big sucker on the end of it. So when it starts, well, here's how it'll go. The perch will all of a sudden disappear. Then the pike will come in. You'll see the dumb old pike sucker just sitting there on my line and think, oh, got one that don't know what's going on here, and come in after the pike sucker. It's the way it normally works, because these perch, they draw in big pike. The big pike come in after these perch and have dinner time. All right, I'll stop video for a second. There ain't even no use, really. I'm getting marks as soon as I drop. There's marks. See it there on the depth finder. Crazy marks. What luck. I got, so, oh, there we go. Fish on already. Ooh, a little better, I think. Oh yeah, not too bad. One to save for dinner, not no jumbo, but he's dinner for sure. So today's been a hard day. I started off, got up 4 o'clock this morning, went over to, and that was at Hubert Lake. That's the lake I was on over in Minnesota. So woke up at 4. It's like, well, if I want to get to North Dakota to get the morning bite, I need to get my ass on the road. So got everything loaded up, ice castles locked down, all the electrics off and heaters off, and make sure everything's still running when Aaron shows up later to pick it up. And by the time I got everything done, it's 4:50. I hit the road. I actually hit the ice road off the lake at 4:50. And I went over to Horseshoe Lake over in North Dakota, which I know I've caught plenty of fish on before. Fish on that quick. Oh, I came off. Did you get my minnow? Nope, minnow's still on there. So I was gonna go hit this lake over in North Dakota. Got over there to the boat ramp. I'm like, all right, I gotta buy my online license. And was trying to log in, and I couldn't get it to log in because I don't know what changed from years past. Well, like 3 years ago was the last time I fished North Dakota. So, ooh, fish on that quick. My God. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, better perch. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. No giant, but a dinner. So then I couldn't figure it out on my phone. It kept giving me this, your social security number's been used before, and it had, because it's in my other account. It just wouldn't let me open it. So tried starting a new account. It wouldn't let me start a new account because my social security number had been used. So I went back into town, went to Walmart to go to the actual license, get a license through the state computer system. And it wouldn't let the lady at Walmart give me a license either. She's like, this happened before. It gets screwy and you got to call the Department of Fish and Game. Well, I tried calling them earlier, and they're only open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So there's no chance getting a license in North Dakota. So I'm like, oh my God. I got there at daybreak. I was ready to fish. Ooh, fish on that quick. Oh my God. Oh, came off. I don't even think my line made it to the bottom that time. This Perch City. Perch City. So I said, well, gotta go south. I know I can get a license in South Dakota because my wife had it all lined up last fall when I was over at Gavin's Point Dam. And I decided not to get a South Dakota license in because it was like 90 bucks. So I went over to Nebraska side where it was about half the price and got a Nebraska license and fished Gavin Point Dam from that side. Caught a bunch of blue cat. So I came down here to South Dakota. I was gonna go up the north part, but I figured, ooh, fish on that quick. I figured I'd go to the southern part down here by Watertown and fish here. And it's a little on the small side. Since Waterton's so much closer than up there by Waugh Bay and such. And Waugh Bay is a huge lake, just a huge lake. I don't really want to go searching on a huge lake all day, because I know how that can go. You can search all day and not find fish on a huge lake like that. So came down here to Waterton, stopped into the Country Boys Bait and Tackle in Waterton. And when I was in there, a couple old boys was in there, and one guy said, so I was thinking about going to this dry lake my buddy Jim told me about. He said, I was there 5 hours yesterday and caught one fish. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's not good. And then I talked to another guy and he's like, yeah, everything's just slow. So I got on my map, and there's tons of lakes around here, and I just looked for a road that went to a lake that wasn't a public piece of water. I'm just like, I'm gonna just try a slough. I always hear how great the sloughs are in South Dakota for fish. So I found this slough, drilled probably 8 holes, maybe 6 or 8 holes. Just drop depth finder, look, see if there's any fish. No fish. Oh my God, the depth finder's on fire. Look at all those fish down there. It's crazy. Crazy, there's just a ton of them. And on my last hole I drilled, I hit one with a head marking fish on the bottom right away. So dropped down and bam, got my first one, which wasn't bad. And now it's just fish after fish. I can't believe how many fish are on the finder there. That's insane. Fish on. This could probably, oh my God, that's a little better one there. Probably be one of the best perch fishing days I've had in a long time. It's been a few years since I had this mini perch. And these aren't really jumbos by no means, but they're enough to make a dinner. But there's jumbos here. You can catch 15, 16-inch perch up here in South Dakota. And there's walleye in about every piece of water. It's pretty much everywhere in South Dakota has walleye, perch, and pike. I don't know if there's a lake here that doesn't have walleye, perch, and pike. Boy, I can't believe how many fish are on the finder. Really thinking about going get in the shack, but I just don't know. I can just stand here and catch them one after another. It's hard to leave. Oh, there we go. There's a bunch of perch here now, I'll tell you what. Bunch of perch. Fish on that quick. Ooh, another nice perch. Well, I think that's number 5 for fish dinner. Guaranteed fish dinner now. So Better get a new minnow. Look at that depth finder. There's so many fish down there, it's crazy. My God, I gotta get a minnow on here quick. There's one thing I heard about perch fish in South Dakota is you get on them, catch them while you can because they move quick. But it seems these aren't really moving that fast. But I'm going to take my advice from my friends and take advantage of catching them while I can. Way over there's a guy on the four-wheeler I met at the ramp. He came by, he was ready to get off the lake. And I said, hey, so I got on some perch just a minute ago and they were hammered down, but they moved as soon as I drilled a couple more holes. So he moved over there. He said, well, I was gonna leave, but so he said they're biting. I'm gonna move over here to this other spot I know. Looks like he's holed up over there. He must be catching too. Yeah, just out here in the middle of nowhere. Like probably 15 miles outside of Watertown. And there's so many fields like this with just a road going into it. It's all it was. 30 years ago, this is nothing more than a wetland. All these sloughs have been filling up. This upper part of the United States has been filling up with water. There's just sloughs popping up all over North Dakota, South Dakota, just filling up. Every year they get a little bit bigger. Some of them, once they get so big, they start putting public boat ramps on them, turn them in public accesses. This one here's just got a dirt road that ends in it, so it's public access enough. Just drove down to the dirt road and parked right there at the lake because there's a little bit of snowdrift and I don't want to chance it out in the middle of nowhere by myself. Got another one hitting it. Fish. Oh, I missed him. Bet he got my minnow. Yeah, he got my minnow. All right. There's the first tick. Got him. Let's see. Oh, nice perch. Not too shabby. No jumbo, but I think that's a flayable one at least. Not too bad. Too bad at all. He's gonna go in the bucket. All right, look at that. Look at all the fish on the graph. That is unbelievable. The whole school came up with him. I gotta get back down there quick. Oh yeah. Fish on, another one. A lot smaller, but nonetheless, another perch. Back in the drink for him. See if I can get one of his little buddies. Bigger buddies, I should say. Man, I can't believe how many fish are on the graph. It's hard to even go back to the truck and get the shack. I got the shack back in the truck, but they're hitting this fast. It's in the 20s. It's not horrible today. It's a little bit windy. But, man, lucky find. Literally, no name slough, not a boat ramp, nothing. Just dang cornfields. And actually, it's not even cornfields here. It's just hay. Hay fields everywhere. A lot of pheasant hunting going on earlier. I was hearing them shooting all over the place. So, know, what they say, South Dakota is the best in the country. I could believe it, as much shooting was going on earlier. Another one on. Oh, dink though. Pretty fish though. Look at all the fish on the graph. It's crazy how many fish are on the graph. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a lot of fish on the graph. There's my line coming down from the top there. About 4.5 foot now. Dropping. Dropping. Biting already. Get a little perch frenzy going down there. Tick, tick. There she goes. Fish on that quick. Oh my gosh. Ah, it's a dinks. You go to a little bigger lure. Better just go to the minnow so the big ones only bite it. I don't know. I'm gonna try the spike for. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna try spike one more. I know there's bigger ones down there because I just caught my second one was a big one. Man, it's so windy. There they are, coming up to it already. They're already hitting it too. I'm gonna lift the line up, see if they come up off the bottom for it. There we go, fish on. A little better one. Oh yeah. Man, that's just borderline. I don't know. Yeah. That's borderline, I'll tell you what. I think I'm gonna get bigger fish. Got another fish on. Ah, that's a small one. Well, I know the school's here. I'll run back to the truck, go get the shack and set the shack up. There's get up. There's the truck way over there. Actually not too far. 150 yards at the worst. Good day. Oh, looks like I got me a fish on. Yeah. Not too big, but not too small. Yeah, I don't know if he's perched dinner or not. Better keep a couple of little ones just in case. I can't get no big ones. About 5 little ones and get the rest in big ones. Wait out for the big ones. Too bad it's not summertime. I throw back the little ones. That's why I'm just going to keep 5. Enough for a guaranteed perch dinner. 5. Oh, they're down there thick. Look at that. I hope you can see it on the graph as well as I can see it here. They're coming up off the bottom real thick. Fish on, fish on. All right. Oh, it came off right the hole. Dang it. Well, man, it's hard to leave, go get the shack, I ain't gonna lie. Really want to go get it, but it's not horrible bad today. But I got that nice new shack. But hey, I'd hate to walk away from this spot and have them run off again while I'm gone. I about messed it up drilling the new holes to put the shack over. Drop down, got one biting it already. God, there's a lot of perch down there. There we go, there we go. Oh my gosh, missed him again. Dang it. Man, they're loving these minnows. Oh, I got my one rod. Dang, that wind's so heavy right now. Jeez. The wind's blowing so, my line's so bad, it's pulling the lure back up out of the water. I kind of don't know about setting up the shack because it's so dang windy. It might be a hard time. There we go. Fish on. That quick. My God. Well, it looks like they're all going to be about this size. Minus a dink here and there, but I think this is the top end. So I'm going to keep number 6. Holy smokes. See how fast they'll hit this time. They're already coming up to my lure before it even hit the bottom. Ooh, did you see that? I ain't even sat down yet, dang it. Just standing out in the middle of a lake, catching perch one after another. There we go, fish on. A little bit on the small side. Down to Clear Lake, Iowa, those guys be hooping and hollering over these, keeping these little dinks all day. Oops, we're going back in there. Seen the videos of those guys. They'll keep about anything down there. And that's why I go up to Minnesota, and now I'm hooked on South Dakota right now. I'm hooked. Like, for years I've heard guys say, you gotta go to South Dakota. Gotta go to South Dakota. Fishing just is unbelievable there. And I'll tell you what, yeah, I'm coming back to South Dakota probably a couple times this ice season yet. And undoubtedly this summer I'll be back. But God, a year-round non-resident license is $90. So I just got my one day, or today I'm gonna get a one day or tomorrow again, because they're only 20 bucks a day. And I didn't, I didn't know if I was gonna be back or how good it would be. You can have people tell you how great things are all the time, but until you actually get on them, I didn't want to commit to a $100 license without knowing. But geez, this one after another fish in the winter, imagine how good it is in the summer. Just keep rolling. Get another minnow on there and drop it down. Yeah, buddy. I like hooking them right through the middle of the dorsal fin there on the back. They swim around real good. Well, I hope my friend over there on the four-wheeler is doing okay, because I'm just hammering them. And he was honest enough when I showed up to tell me, yeah, there's perch in here. There's probably some walleye in here too. Just like I said, every dang lake in the state of North Dakota and South Dakota has walleye, perch, and pike in it. I guarantee it's got some walleye in here, as big as this thing is. It's at least 300. I don't even know. I don't know, probably 500 acres, because it goes on around the corner down there and goes to the south. Actually, it could be 1,000 acres, because on the map, this is just a little section I'm on, and it turns that corner and goes way south. There we go. Another fish coming up that quick. Watch that. Yeah, tick tick. Let him take a little better. There we go. Oh, I missed him. Should have let him take it a little longer. I bet he got my minnow, because he pulled on it pretty good. Nope. Lucky day. Oh. There we go. I can't believe this. I said to myself, things are going to work out, you know. You just never know where your luck can go, and it really turned today. I know it's just perch fishing, and I'm going nuts about it, but from what I was catching up in Minnesota the other day, was nothing compared to this. Well, there goes somebody on the four-wheeler heading to new ground. He must not have found him there, or not big enough. I don't know. If he was facing his way, I'd wave him down, tell him to come over here, because this is worth sharing a spot like this. Tell you what, there's all over it. Well, look at here. The graph is dead all of a sudden. Oh, I got a fish on. Ah, I missed him. Dang it. I don't know how he came off. I had him on most of the way up. Yeah, I think, shoot, might just go get the house pretty soon. But I'm scared about putting the aqua view down. This clear water, it might scare him off. The way drilling those extra holes scared him off. There we go, one's coming up to see it already. There we go, fish on. Not too big, but he's gonna go back. My God, I just cannot believe this. I'm ready to catch a 15 or 16 incher though. You know, out of as many perch as I've caught, I got this theory. You work through enough small fish, there's gonna be a big fish. With crappie, it's the same way. Bluegill, bass. You work through enough small ones, there's gonna be a big one. Proof of it, I hit this pond this fall, a little cattle pond, and it was late. It was during youth deer season. So I hit it. I probably caught 40 small bass out of it, just tossing this Mr. Twister. And I'm like, sooner or later I'm gonna get a nice one. Sure enough, after about number 30 out of the 40 I caught, after about number 30 I caught a nice 18-inch largemouth. It was a nice fish, nice healthy bass. So I put her back in, but it was flat full of small ones. But that's my theory. I got a few fishing theories that sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Today is, I hope I run through enough of these smaller perch that I get me a big one. There we go, another fish. Oh man, it came off. Dang it. I don't know how it keeps coming off. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change up. I'm gonna get out the old never lose a fish right here. The little treble hook. Little treble hook, and I got a split shot on it so it'll sink faster. A little stickleback minnow here. There we go. I do this crappie fishing too, and they get to biting light, and they like a minnow, but they bite light. I'll drop a small treble hook down there. And there's no getting by the treble hook. They kind of moved out. There we go. What do I got? What do I got? A little on the small side. Pretty fish though. One of these times I'm gonna drag up a walleye, I bet. Still got my pole over there for the pike with the bell on it for when one does hit. It's got a 5-inch sucker on it with a big treble hook, braided line. A couple weeks ago up in Minnesota, my one decent fish of the trip, I lost it. I had a nice pike and I had him at the hole with my hand on it, trying to get him out, and he shook his head and got back down in the hole, and as soon as he turned, he snipped my line off. I should have been more prepared, but I was really not expecting a big pike like that, to tell you the truth. I was expecting some dinks, and just, you know, wintertime, you keep your expectations low in the wintertime. Every once in a while you get some big fish, but most of the time it's pretty hard fishing. But there's this also: you're only as good as the water you fish. And when you're fishing small lakes where the creel count from the DNR says a lot of small pike, you kind of figure, you know, that's about what you're going to catch. But it's probably a 6 pound pike, which is a pretty good sized pike. It's no giant by no means, but it's no dink either. It's a fighting SOB. I fought him, and like I said, had him at the hole. All right, got the shack set up. Got a big walleye right there.